What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing well. We are back on WUG with some team escapes, and shout out to Clyde because I wasn't actually planning on doing a team escape when I was doing this gaming session or even recording. So when Clyde hit me up, I was like, "Yeah, I'm down," and yeah, I'll record too because there was quite a lot of people, and I just haven't really showcased a C-class team escape in a while. So honestly, thanks to Clyde for this video. So y'all can thank him in the comments below. So we are driving the Scion TC. Now actually the last WUG video, it's actually funny I'm talking about I haven't really done much C-class team escapes. I actually did use this car in the last WUG video. However, I just wanted to use it again because one, this is my really only usable C-Class Team Escape car. Granted, I do have the Cayenne. However, I don't really like driving the Cayenne because, as I mentioned last video, this car just drives so much better as a Team Escape car. And the next car that you'll be seeing really does exemplify that not all Team Escape cars have to be boats. They could just be nice driving cars with a little extra collision mass. So we're kind of in the middle of the pack right now, and man, the cops really just played themselves right there. And one thing I just found out from my guy Sum is that the cost state is actually individual. This entire time, who even knows how many years, I thought this entire time cost of state was a team sort of thing, and man, these Mustangs are just really setting themselves up for failure. What on earth is that? Sorry, Venom. But I had no idea that this was a personal thing, cost of state, which, it's probably due to like server reasons and stuff like that, the way it was implemented. However, it really makes the team escape feel like less of a team thing, which kind of does suck. However, what do you expect? It's a game that's based off of a 2005, 2006 engine, so what do you even expect? This slingshot is going crazy, though. Slingshot going crazy enough for this car to just become a battering ram. Yeah, I hope the cops, they were prepared for this, because this car is... I really do like this car. And also, it's the Scion TC, man. The Scion TC, for me, like, this was like the stereotypical first car for high schoolers back in, like, 10 years ago or so. Even when I was in school, there were a couple of people. Oh, that barrel. That was a nice save right there. Some people I went to school with, they had Scion TCs as their first car, which is, you can't complain. It's a Toyota, and it's a coupe, so it looks sporty. It's reliable. Not sure how it drives. However, to be honest, especially as your first car, it probably drives pretty nice, because obviously it's not a sports car. But you have to realize, like, most people probably end up driving some random compact car, or at least in the States, it's really just an SUV. So this thing is a sports car compared to that. Like, if you compare it to a Toyota RAV4, this thing is way more sporty than that. So there's really nothing to complain about. And this car had such cool options too. Like, it had a factory supercharger option, which is kind of insane. That was a thing. And Scion always had, not just with this model, but with the XB, for example, they had all those body kits that you can get. It was just really cool. And the cops can't do none about this. That was pretty nice. It was a pretty good run. Getting a hang of using NOS in Teamscapes, and honestly Ready, which Sorry, I can't help with the team no more, but we can get more rewards if I finish. Let's see what we get. Oh, we get some 4-star breaks. That's pretty good. That is pretty fire. So here we have the Team Escape car that is really not a Team Escape car, if you know what I'm saying, because this thing, this Z-Tune, has it? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's been retuned. There's no way it has not been retuned. However, I'm really glad that they kept the feeling of the car exactly the same, because even back in OG, this is like one of the only cars that just felt right. It just, the way it handles, it's very quick, nimble, responsive. No, it wasn't really a go-kart because it does have understeer, but it did handle so nice that it's just like, why not just have this for general driving purposes, teamscape, racing, as well as the fact that back in OG, it was one of the meta cars. So you can't forget about that. And it's also a Skyline. And speaking of the Z-Tune, was the Z-Tune in another Need for Speed? The reason why I'm saying this is because how did the devs get this car in World? Because usually World only adds cars from other Need for Speed games. But the fact that this might be the only Need for Speed game with a Z-Tune, because I'm trying to remember. When did this game came out? In 2010. And it lasted till 2015. But it also shut down in 2015 before Need for Speed 2015 was released. So basically it only had Hot Pursuit, I'm guessing. Hot Pursuit, Shift 2, The Run, Most Wanted 2012. Yet none of those games had a Z-Tune. However, World has a Z-Tune, and we have not seen a Z-Tune since. So it's pretty awesome that, honestly, a pretty rare spec of a beloved car is here for Need for Speed World. And I gotta say, this Team Escape one just adds cherry on top. Now, if you don't know, in the OG game, this car actually had no collision mass multiplier, even though it's a Team Escape edition. Devs added that on later, and it's just like, even the idea, I don't know how good of a Team Escape car it is. I mean, it handles this one just fine, but as you can see, it's not really too difficult. There's not too many cops around. You would really have to, why would I do that? You would really have to go to Pursuit Outrun or play Entourage to really see how these cars do. Now, obviously, it's not a battering ram, but because of the fact the car just drives so nice, because of its collision mass multiplier, it's just a fun car to drive. It's very fun. Is it the one that helps you rack up that CTS? No. As you can see, even with Juggernaut, granted, I'm only using 2-star skill mods, but usually even a car that's pretty good on its own doesn't really need skill mods to just become a battering ram. It's usually a plus. But we'll see. We'll see how this Skyline goes as I use it more. I have no idea what happened to the recording. However, I don't want to restart this entire thing. So this is, I guess you can say, a post-edit recording. But yeah, that's what I gotta say about the Skyline. It is just a great balanced car. If you had a one-car garage, this would probably be it, because it could do it all. And it's such a great looking car, and it's such a cool spec for a car. Anyways, y'all, thanks for watching. Hope you have a good one. Peace.